You know, this ammo shortage that we're in the middle of is truly the perfect storm. It's not just one or two or three things that has caused this ammo shortage. It is multiple things. It truly is the perfect storm. It's a combination of events that has taken place that has caused the great ammo shortage. So what we're going to take a look at, we're going to take a look at the top 10 reasons for the ammo shortage. Number 1, the pandemic, of course. Right when it started to show its ugly face, we all saw that people were going to begin to panic buy different things. I remember when there was a rumor that one person may have had it in a town of Lawrence, Kansas, about 50 miles from my city, and everybody in my city panicked because one person may or may not have had it 50 miles away. And I remember going to the drugstore to pick up masks. It was the last time I saw masks on the shelves for about 90 days. And people then began to panic buy, and guns and ammo was at the top of their list. Number 2, hoarding. For some reason, people think that they need thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds. I think there was this common belief that the world was ending and nobody was going to be making any more ammo, so they bought as much as they could. Hoarding completely changed everything. And the beginning of hoarding ammo kind of started this cycle spinning downwards. Number 3, civil unrest. Then we all started to see cities burn. You know, there's a common saying that we hear recently that when people start to see their local Starbucks on fire, they start to panic. I totally get it. I spent some time in Portland looking at the riots there. I did a video on it. You can take a look at that. But it's a different city than it was last year. Very, very different. When people started to see this, of course, what do they think? I need guns and ammo. Number 4, first-time gun owners. There are more first-time gun owners this year than any year in the history of guns. Estimated 7 to 9 million new gun owners. So if every new gun owner buys 2 boxes of ammo, well, that's 14 to 18 million boxes of ammo all of a sudden off the shelf. Take that times 20 or 50 rounds per box. That's a lot of ammo, and that's just going to the first-time buyers. Number 5, calls to defund police. I don't understand what that even is, to be quite honest. I was completely surprised to even see that at all, is that people think that life will be better if there aren't police around. But when armed citizens, people typically who are armed citizens, don't necessarily rely on the police. But people who are not armed, they do rely on the police. And if they think the cops aren't going to be there, their next step, go buy a bunch of guns and ammo. Number 6, a primer shortage. Primers were the first component of a bullet that became shorthanded. A lot of factories would have put out a lot more ammo, especially in latter parts of the summer and the fall, had it not been for you can only make so much. If you don't have all the components, you can't do it. There's several bullet manufacturers around the country, but there's only a few primer manufacturers, and there's only a few around the world. Number 7, the election. Obviously, every time we get near an election, there's a big increase in gun purchases and ammo purchases. Primarily people fearing the future and what it's going to bring. The 2020 election was one of the most volatile elections that I've seen in my lifetime. Now, I'm sure there's been many more in the past that are just as volatile, but this one in my lifetime was the most volatile, and it really stirred up a lot of angst and fear. Number 8, rumors of civil war. A lot of people on social media are spreading a lot of rumors about a civil war. And when people think that there might be some sort of a civil war, of course they're going to buy a ton of ammo. These rumors have caused a lot of people a lot of strife and fear, and that's only going to add to this ammo crisis. Number 9, post-election chaos. Much like this election being one of the most volatile elections I've ever seen, I've never seen chaos like this following election. People are still freaking out and not sure what is going to happen on Inauguration Day, and that's only adding to this desire to buy more and more ammo. And finally, number 10, fear of losing their guns. Based on the results of the election, a lot of people are concerned that next year they're going to lose their guns. It's a common fear. As I go to the gun store and talk to people there, they tell me that's the most common thing that people are worried about, is losing their guns. So there you go. There's my top 10 list of the things that have caused the ammo shortage. It's not just 1, 2, 3, or a few things. It is many things. It is truly the perfect storm that has spiked us into this ammo shortage. Love to hear your thoughts on it. Put it in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support our channel through Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests, so never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.